Hi, I'm Ava Scaramucci, and we are here at Nona's and Painted Door in Bricktown. And I'm here with Heather, and we're going to talk about more fun things to do today with gift wrap. Probably most of you know it's just getting about Christmas time, so we always think about gift wrap during this season of the year. But the truth of the matter is, I think it's really lovely to know about gift wrap and how to do gift wrap and how to do thoughtful gift wrap throughout the year, because it's rare that any of us could go through the season of an entire year without having the need to give somebody something special. And it has always been my belief, really even long before I started Painted Door and certainly Nona's, that a part of that gift is truly how you present it. So let's talk a little bit about some specific gift wraps today, and I will show you how to make a bow. It scares people to death, and it really shouldn't, because it's quite easy. And I'm going to start with something the easiest of easy. Rule number one, don't be scared of ribbon. If you are working with ribbon and the whole thing happens to shoot out of your hand, it's okay. Just pick the ribbon up and start over. But, you know, back many years ago, most ribbon was, well, more like this, just a regular edge on the ribbon. It was a little bit difficult to handle. But the day has come when wired ribbon is so prevalent, and it is really so inexpensive, that it would just be a shame for you to have to suffer through with trying to make a bow with a ribbon that had no wire edge on it, because this makes the beautiful bow. I was talking to Heather earlier about if you have something in your home, this glass dome, I just think it's a beautiful dome. We have shown it. I filled it with fruit, and we made I painted some of the fruit copper and silver and gold and added a bit of red. We filled it with fresh fruit for our Thanksgiving centerpiece. You can put beautiful flowers underneath this and make a terrarium. You can put a keepsake underneath, and it certainly keeps something from happening to it. But just if at the holiday season, or just whenever you felt like it, you wanted to add a touch to it, then I think that it would be just great to top it off with a bow. And I would never put the bow head on this being the front. I would always kind of make it just a little bit to the side so that people can still see what's inside. So let's make this bow. First of all, don't ever cut off your length of ribbon from the roll. Just lay the roll on the floor. Now, if we're going to make 10 bows just like this, once you do the first one and you know the length of the ribbon, then yes, you can cut. But let's just kind of wing it here and see. Okay. Now, this is the same on both sides, so really there is no need to twist it in the middle, other than that's just the way I know how to make a bow, and I always feel like it makes it a little fluffier. So if you're afraid to twist it, then just don't. But let's determine, this is going to determine our size of bow right here, this first loop, because whatever that loop is, then you're going to make the second loop that size. So if you don't twist it, you're just going to bring it back. Now, if that's the size bow you want, that's what you're getting. If you think, oh, no, this isn't the size, I want it to be just a little larger, then make that loop just a bit larger, okay? So we will make it this size. Now, I'm going to twist it. So what I do right in the middle is just twist. It's very simple. And here I come back with a second loop. Now, you are the one that determines how many loops are in a bow. Obviously, a bow this size is going to need more loops than a real small bow. So you've got it like this. Now you're going to twist again, and you're going to add your second loop on this side. They don't have to be perfectly the same length each time, just close. And I twisted it, and I'm going to put here. Kind of play with it as you go along. Make sure you like what you're doing. If I got this far along and I didn't like what I was doing, I would honestly just let it go and start over. It's okay. Alright, so here we go. Now I'm thinking to make a really beautiful bow, I'm going to need several more loops. Twist again. Here you go. Looking pretty nice, but I think it's still not full enough. So maybe this one will do it. Let's see. Now, your hand is just here. All this hand is doing is just holding this in the middle, okay? I'm going to make the last loop. Okay. If you feel comfortable with that, and if you think that's it, then change hands, unless you're talented enough to cut this ribbon with your left hand, and just cut a length here. Let's do it about like that. Okay. Now, earlier we were talking, but perhaps I should show again. This is the secret that everybody should know about gift wrap. Cut you a length of raffia, of short rib, a tiny ribbon, whatever you have on hand that you're going to tie off your bow with. About like so. Now leave the loop. That's the key. You're going to bring it around, and instead of trying to tie it, you're going to run this through right here. Well, if I can do this, right here, and you're going to cinch it. Okay? That makes it so easy. You're in control the entire time. You're going to cinch it. Then you can come back and tie it. Okay? Now, the only other thing that's left to do on this is just cut another length. Now, I like the long tails. You can probably tell that. So I'm always pretty generous when I cut my strips. But I'm going to cut. And really, I did this color to show you how to do this, but probably I would have been smarter to use the yellow so that it certainly wouldn't show on this bow. But in any case, what we're going to do is we're just going to tie this bow off on the back side with our ribbon. And you can let this go because it's already being held. And I think since this doesn't go with this at all, I'll just trim this off. Maybe you won't see much of it. Okay. I'm going to tie it kind of tight. I'm going to play with it. Here we've got our bow. Let's see how we think it's going to look. I'm going to put the tails all down. I'm going to take this and I'm going to start spreading it out. Just play with it. That's the wonderful thing about wire. Same on this side. This side. And voila. You have a beautiful bow. You can use these same two pieces on the back side that you tied the bow off with, and that's how I would tie it on here. And if I can get this one off fairly easily. That's all there is to it.